I watched a movie last night, a sporting movie, about a team that went from being at the bottom to basically winning the national championship. It was one of those feel-good movies that we enjoy watching. What I found interesting about the movie was the interaction between the coach and his players. Now realize that on a team, be it basketball, baseball, or football, or whatever, the individual players are most likely better at what they do than the coach would be at that specific part of the game. But they rely on the coach to guide them through the season and get them to the national championship. And you don't find these players saying, hey coach, I'm better than you at this. I'm a better catcher than you. I'm a better receiver than you. I'm a better free throw shooter than you, so I don't need you. The players turn to the coach because the coach's job is to create a plan for how the team is going to get from where they are today to the desired outcome, the national championship, let's call it. And he has a formula, and he understands the practices and the drills and the schedules that have to be kept to get the team there. And the players trust the coach to do that. Now, during the course of the movie, in this case, there were times when every single player on that team wanted to quit. It was too hot, it was too much work, it was too much stress. It's very difficult becoming a champion. What did the coach do in those situations? He rallied the team, he encouraged them on. He kept them from quitting when they otherwise might have wanted to quit. At the same time, there were times during the games throughout the season when the players might have gotten so emotionally involved in the game that they wanted to do something different. They says, coach, let's do it this way, let's do it that way. Or maybe the game wasn't going so well and they started getting frustrated and they wanted to change the plan. In those situations, the coach would step up and say, you know what? We have practiced for this, we've prepared for this, this is our plan, and we're going to see it through. And he would encourage them on. And there were even times when he had to take a player out of the game for a period of time because the player had lost their focus. That was the coach's job. I view a financial advisor very much like a coach. A financial advisor's job, sure, they pick stocks, they pick bonds, they pick investments, sure, that's all part of the job. But really, what a financial advisor does is act more like a coach. It's someone who's there for you to help you when times are tough, to encourage you to keep going. It's someone who helps you form a roadmap to success or a plan that's going to get you to where you need to be. And he or she assures that you stay on that plan. When you get discouraged, he encourages you. When you get overexcited or emotional and want to do something that's perhaps not right, he tones you down and says, let's just stick with the plan. As with a good athletic team, a proper coach for financial advice, in my opinion, is critical. I have had many people come to my office over the years who have made terrible, terrible financial mistakes. And in almost every situation, they tell me, looking back on it, they knew better. They knew that what they were doing was not the right thing, but they got caught up in the moment, whether it was fear or greed or whatever. Had they had a proper coach in those moments to help them stay focused on the game plan, they would not have made the mistakes that they made. Financial advice comes from all different sources, and there's great resources available to us today, both through the internet and otherwise. But don't overlook the value of a great coach, or the value that a great coach can bring to a team. This is Dan Wyson, bringing some common sense to your investing from St. George, Utah.